Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to my channel, the Angels of Alchemy. I'm Dee Grewal, psychic medium and angelic channel. And this is going to be your weekly energy read for all earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo, for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Now, this is going to be an interesting week, okay, because Tuesday, July 2nd, we have a total solar eclipse in the sign of Cancer, all right? We are moving into eclipse season. So we will have a lunar eclipse on July 16th, I believe. So anytime you move into eclipse season, it's about big changes, life changes, all right? And they can happen anywhere from now to 6 months. So they will unfold over a 6-month period, okay? But they're big changes, and especially with some of the alignments that we have on going on at this time, all of the changes that are happening are big. And I know I've been saying this for a long time, but we are in a period where we're closing out cycles and new cycles are beginning. So there's a lot happening here, okay? Now, we will also have another eclipse in the month of December. Pay attention to the themes and pay attention to the themes that are popping up for you during this time, because, you know, it's going to be important, especially as we get to the eclipse in December, because it will kind of be like almost a wrap up of this eclipse cycle as that next eclipse comes in. All right, so pay attention to what's coming up for you, because it's going to be important later on. So I want to move into your read. I also want to say thanks to my subscribers and those of you that give me a thumbs up and a like. I really appreciate your love and support. There's going to be lots more that I'm going to be doing on this channel. Bear with me, because I've been in the planning stages, and as I've just started this channel not too long ago, I'm really working on planning and organizing and focusing on what I'm going to be doing on this channel. So let's begin your reading, okay? So this again is for the week of June 30th to July 6th. And all right, and I'm going to pull from the Black Moon astrology cards, because I really want to focus on what is happening astrologically that is going to influence you this week. So this is for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for June 30th to July 6th, focusing on the energy for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Focusing on energies for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Focus on the energies for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Focusing on the energies for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. I hope you're all enjoying a blessed and beautiful weekend. Focusing on the energies of Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And here we go. That's what I was waiting for. Going to pull from Moonology deck, focusing on the energies of Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th, focusing on the energies of Taurus, Cappy, and Virgo for June 30th to July 6th. So I'm going to give you my interpretations of what I'm getting from the Black Moon astrology cards, but I'm also going to use that book and read you what it says there. But what I'm already getting is that this week you want to be careful with your communications, all right? Because you literally have air element communicating, Aries, I am, and 7th house of partners. So there's a lot about relationships that's going to be highlighted this week, whether it be partnerships, romantic relationships, friendships, family relationships, all kind of relationships, okay, that is going to be highlighted here. And you have Aries, which is a fire sign. So I feel like you need to watch how you communicate this week, okay? Don't allow your tempers to get the best of you. I feel like there's, you know, you could be running into potential problems of arguments, and, you know, anger is coming up. But there's definitely a highlight within your relationships. I feel some relationships are changing, okay? So you want to watch your communication this week. And this is also about how you communicate with yourself. You have Aries, and then you have the word I am, okay? This is about you speaking in a way that affirms the positive, okay? So be careful what intentions you're putting out there this week. But this is also about you recognizing the light within you is the light within others, and seeing others as you are. We are all divine love and divine light. And that's what you need to recognize in others, even when you're having difficulties with people, okay? Don't come from a place of judgment. Don't come from a place of anger. Bless them, all right? Bless them, and that way you will bring healing into the situation. But there's definitely, and let's see what we get from the numerology deck. I feel like okay. You have, your hard work is paying off. All this work that you've been putting in up to now is starting to pay off, okay? That's new moon in Capricorn. We are in a new moon. So you're going to start noticing some of the things that you've been working toward are unfolding and manifesting for you this week, okay? Especially around the new moon, you're going to start noticing. So pay attention this week into next week and the following. You're going to start to see the 2 weeks leading up to the full moon. You're going to start to see things beginning to blossom and unfold for you. It says adjustments are required, okay? This is underneath Aries and I am. This is about what I'm getting here. It's about the communication that you're having with others. Stop trying to force things to happen with people that just aren't happening. I'm getting this is about relationships. So if something is, you know, it's kind of like come to completion and yet you're still trying to force something, you need to stop, let it go, move away. And if something's meant to you, it will come back to you in due time and when it's meant to, okay? You need to find a balance in communication with people, find a balance in your relationships. I'm also getting, this is about you balancing your giving and receiving, the energy that you're putting out. You know, what are you putting out to the universe, okay? Because this is coming up underneath the balance and spirituality. You have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. Sorry, I said that a little jumbled. But okay, so, and this is underneath relationships. So you need to find a balance within your relationships and partnerships. Are you somebody that's more giving and you don't allow yourself to receive? Or, you know, do people take from you? All right, you need to look at that. And you also need to look at your relationships and with people from a place of spirituality. Okay, so there seems to be an emphasis on I just feel like what you're projecting outward, especially in the ways that you're talking okay, and you're putting your intentions, there's a lot of negative energy that I'm feeling that's going out. You need to change that, okay? It's saying adjustments are required. I feel like just take a step back. There seems to be some difficult aspects or energy going on here where it concerns certain people. And I feel like for now, take a break. Walk away, take a break. Okay, this isn't the time for you to get into argumentative energy. Instead, bring your energy inward and focus on yourself. All right, so let's just move this away for now, because I want to pull. We'll put those away, and let's see how this is coming out using the tarot, and then I will be pulling some guidance cards for you also. Oh, I did want to read, hold on one second, because I did want to read for you from here also. I've given you my interpretation, but let's just find what this is saying, air element and communicating, okay? And maybe it was, let's see, we're on 39 here. Air element communicating. All action results from thought. So it is thoughts that matter, okay? And this is where I'm saying you need to think before you speak, and think before you act. All right, it says think it over first, put some mental effort into it before you put your talk into action. Be logical, sort it out. The air element is about being objective and becoming mentally inspired. When we think of air, we think of clouds and sky and what connects us to the beyond. Air is all about lofty thinking, being broad-minded and expansive. Air sign people, Geminis, Librans, and Aquarians, sometimes come off as a little cool and detached. They weigh everything, mull the situation over, decide what they think, and then process what they feel. Air also reminds us of flight and flights of the mind are what the air elements rules over. Those governed by air signs are mentally inclined and tend to distance the emotions. Air can represent overthinking and distancing the heart and emotions with abstractions and mental puzzles. But this works well when things do need to be sorted out and clarified. Air also represents clear seeing in all its capacities, so can signify clairvoyant abilities as well as seeing things for what they truly are without emotions involved. When the air element card presents itself in a reading, it is time to put into words what you want, what you desire, and what you expect. The good news is some issues you've been working on at the current time and possibly from the past are now being resolved. You're able to face them without pretense, but most importantly, with honesty. Air is also about being quick on your toes, how curious you are, and how ingenious. Air also gives us the power to apply our energies in diverse ways. It's all about being spontaneous in the moment and landing on your feet, and where you're able to approach things with precision and sharpness. There is also freedom now to take a new path. Air signs look young, so this is all about feeling young, looking at things anew, having energy and being young. When your question is about relationships or romance, someone may not be willing to commit as much as the other at this time. It is possible that they are embarrassed or not as comfortable about sharing emotions as the other. So the air element card can mean there is a type of impasse in relationships. It can become a type of weighing of all the angles and odds and being unable to reach a decision. But this will only be a temporary matter. You can expect travel in the near future when this card comes up, and it should be a major trip, not a trip that might be routine. It will take planning, and air travel may be involved. Learning about new things will also feature either through cultural experiences or visiting educational places. Mountainous regions may also play a part. Sometimes this card simply means ambition and the need to soar as high as you can, which is now possible more than ever before. Ideally, this card indicates the powers of manifestation, the magic of mind and thought bringing ideas into being. What you think might be can happen. So guard how you think and be especially careful as to the words that you choose, which is what I was guiding you toward. To spell a word that is to say a word. is to cast a spell. The ancients knew that words held magic within them, so do thoughts. If nothing else, the air element card indicates that your mind and words have power. Use them well. And that's why it's important the way that you speak to others. Okay, so let's move to the Aries I am, and I'm going to read, that's 13. Okay, the Aries card says that it's okay to push now, just don't push too hard. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and the energy of this card is that of a dynamic trailblazer. Aries is the fire of creation. This means Arians can be highly creative. Since they are impatient, they are also blunt and to the point. They make no effort to pretend to be something other than what they are, which in their eyes is number one. Everyone needs to understand this. Arians tend to be genuine people who are not into playing games. They like matters to move fast. Since Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, it is represented by the primal human, one who must protect and defend. Aries people are highly ambitious and want to accomplish things quickly and in a no-nonsense way. Competition is what Aries is all about. Many feel the need to compete when the other party doesn't even care to. Traditionally, Aries is a warrior sign, which means being always on the defensive, ready for action. The Aries style of relating is that of a catalyst using force, not of a peacemaker. They're interested in sports, and a number of Arians have a fascination with weapons. When this card turns up, expect things to move fast, for there is no time to take it step by step. It will all be a mad jump. It may be a time of testing your will. You will work best in situations where you make your own decisions rather than acting as an underling. You may even find a supporting cast to help you finish your work. Be responsible and disciplined in all of your actions. You will want to get things started and forge ahead. Do not buckle under the dramas or trivialities of others. This card makes a period where you are forceful and headstrong. You can now forge a direction or path as you have the vision and energy to do so at this time. In love affairs, you will want to take the lead. You may attract spontaneous and enthusiastic lovers. Be ready to reach new plateaus. There may be the opportunity for more than one lover. Be advised to think beyond acting with aggression, especially in emotional dramas. In relationships, you or your partner will expect total freedom. However, avoid being quick-tempered, because when this card turns up, there is a need for caution. Be steady and measured rather than hot-blooded or impulsive. This marks a time where you need to be sensitive to the concerns of others, since you will want to move fast and strong without thinking things through. You may find yourself running into walls. You will not want to compromise right now, but you should do just that. Sometimes it's best to allow bygones to be bygones and let it go. Any fighting or conflicts will not serve you at this time. In fact, it may poison the waters and make matters worse. Care must be taken to not be too foolish or rash. However, it's time to work for a cause and get things started. Just make sure you finish or you start. I really don't have to read the 7th house of partners. I know exactly, it's like what I said to you this week. You have the air element, communication, and you have partnership. And this is telling me that you need to be very careful about how you're communicating with others. And also don't get into your head. Don't allow the negative mind to take over. You need to rise above and see things from a different perspective. But don't allow the fire of the Aries don't allow it to be combative and argumentative energy, in communication to others. Think before you speak, all right? Remember to see others as you see yourself. Don't come from a place of judgment. Don't be rash in your decisions. It might feel like you're kind of hitting into walls with people this week, but it's best for you to take a step back right now. Not the time for you to necessarily get into communication. Maybe there'll be a better time for you. Right now, I feel like you need to withdraw a bit, focus on yourself, bring your energy inwards, and kind of allow yourself to just be in a place of you, connecting to source, allowing them to guide you. All right. So with that being said, I want to move on to your tarot cards. So let's see. I need to move. I have so many decks out today. Those are going to be your guidance cards that I pull at the end. I'm going to focus on. This is a reading for all Earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 7th. Focusing on a reading for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. I think I said the 7th before, but all right. Focusing on this read is for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Focusing on the energies of Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo from June 30th to July 6th. Focusing on Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Focusing on the energies of Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Focusing on the energy of Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Focusing on the energy of Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Focusing on the energy of Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Focusing on the energies of Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Okay, so in your past energy, you have the Five of Wands, and right underneath you have the Three of Swords. So there's definitely been some kind of conflicts that has transpired for you, okay, within relationship. I'm definitely feeling a romantic partnership or relationship. There was some kind of conflict here. Now, you could be dealing with a water sign, so you could be dealing with Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But remember, we have all elements in our sign, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's just that sign. It seems like you're not coming to a meeting place with somebody. There's a lot of conflict here. You're kind of going head to head. It's a no win-win situation, all right? Something has happened, and it would have happened, I feel like it happened in the fair recent past, okay, where you felt heartbroken, all right, where there could have been some kind of ending in a relationship. Some of you could be dealing with a third-party situation, but I feel like it's kind of, you had a lot of hurt from that situation, all right. And I wanna, let's see. I wanna clarify the Five of Wands here. And for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Asking for a clarity card for Five of Wands energy. There's a need for you to look at this situation from a different perspective. And the other thing that I'm feeling here is that you have to allow people to be who they are. You have to accept them for who they are. And if something isn't working for you, then it's time to move on. You know, there's just that sense and feeling. Now, what I'm getting here is that also when I see this, I'm seeing you as the King of Cups here. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of emotion that's come to the surface, but it's almost like now you're withdrawing that energy. I almost get the sense and feeling of my heart chakra is closed too right now, because you're feeling disappointment, all right? But there's a need for you to see things from a higher perspective, and don't allow yourself to fall down the rabbit hole and go into this whole negative thinking, all right? Because I almost feel like you're becoming, for some of you, you're becoming emotionally withdrawn just because of the hurt and pain that you felt. You need to let that go, okay? You have the Five of Wands, you have the King of Cups, and then you have the Star card here, all right? Which tells me that there's hope, okay? There's hope. So if some of you are feeling like a situation ended, know that there's something coming, okay? Now, for some of you, it means that there's still hope within the situation. And for others of you, there's something else. There's a gift from the universe that is going to be presented to you, all right? That is going to be better for you, that I feel here. You're coming out of a period of where you felt grief. Because when I look, I do feel that this is more your energy here and not necessarily that the person that you're dealing with, all right? Because I feel like I'm seeing them on this side here. But you know, you're starting to heal, all right? Your heart is healing. You still feel a little bit emotionally withdrawn, but no, if you're not opening your heart and you're not opening your heart to love, then you're going to continue to attract similar situations. Because right underneath the King of Cups, you do have the Six of Wands. And this card talks about victory and success. And you have the Star card here. So I just feel like if something ended with somebody, you know, don't lose hope, because actually something better for you is coming. You're ending a karmic cycle. You're ending a time where you were continuously attracting the same situations, the same relationships. You're moving away from that. It no longer is that you're going to continue to attract the same type of partners. You're becoming more confident within yourself. You're not allowing the same things that you allowed in the past. All right. Don't really need to pull the clarity cards, but let's just see here. You're also moving into a place over the King of Cups. You are finding your confidence. Now you have financial stability, but what I'm also getting from this card is you are moving into a place of more self-confidence. You're stepping into your own power. That's what I'm getting from here. You're starting to step into your own power. You're letting go of the hurt from your past and moving into a much better place and solid ground. You're creating stability for yourself. You've learned from your past because you literally have the Wisdom card over the Star. This is about divine wisdom, okay? Alchemy, changes. You've gained an understanding from the situations that had happened in your past, all right? So you're not going to continue to attract the same negative patterns. It's actually a very powerful read and a great read at that, because you're coming out of the shadows now. You're completing karmic cycles. You're breaking free from those patterns. You know, there's still some nostalgia here. You're still thinking about this person that hurt you from the past, but you also know that it's just time for you to move on. And as you move on, you're guaranteed victory and success in everything. Not only stability and financial stability, you're gaining your confidence, you're gaining your freedom, but you're breaking free of karma. You're breaking free of karma. You're moving away from situations that aren't serving you. Hold on, let's just do this again, because I get the sense and feeling. It's like, give me a card to clarify. I don't really need to clarify the Six of Wands. I want to clarify karma. It's almost like, you know, a lot of the situations, you have the Motherhood card, a lot of the situations that you've attracted especially relationship-wise with people, has a lot to do with your childhood, has a lot to do with the way that you were raised, okay? And perhaps you were in an environment where you were really raised, where it was a lot of negative, okay? Where your thoughts became negative and it's influenced you, okay? Because that's coming up here. But it's almost like everything from your past, that cycle of feeling, there's this feeling of feeling unloved, unworthy, never feeling good enough. And there's just a lot of that. This is about your inner child. You're breaking free of that cycle once and for all. You're completing that. You're ending that. Okay? This was all about you moving away from this karma over here. And you're coming out the Empress. This is you. You're coming out the Empress. Let's see. You're coming out as this beautiful, bold, strong person, confident, intuitive, you're emotional, you have it all. You have the whole package. Okay? Now, it's like you've been in a place of really getting to know yourself. It's almost like you've been going through changes where you've been learning who you are. Who are you? All right? I'm getting that this was about you developing a relationship with yourself, understanding who you are, stepping into becoming that Empress, okay? But also what I'm getting here, because you have the card of estrangement. There's somebody that you're missing, that you're feeling separated from, okay? There's some kind of ending that's happened because for some of you, okay, this is about an ending within a relationship. And you could possibly be dealing with a air sign, Gemini, Libra, of Aquarius, where you feel there's no communication between you right now, but that's coming up here. But what I'm more getting is that in order to, you didn't quite know who you really were, and all the work that you've been doing up to this point has been about building that relationship with yourself. You've been going through a big change and transformation. You're letting go of the old ways of thinking, and as you do so, you're at one with yourself. You're at one with Source. You know who you are. You know that you're the Empress. You know that you hold the power within your own hands, okay? And life is unfolding beautifully as you let go of this, of not understanding yourself, okay? So there seems to be this transformation. It's the phoenix rising from the ashes, all right, as you're stepping into your power. So there's been that happening. And for some of you, like I said, this is about an ending within a relationship, especially the cards that we pulled here. I mean, we do definitely have relationships front and center as well. Romantic partnership and relationships where you've felt hurt, and there's been a lot of shifts and changes that have been going on within your relationships in that way. But this is also about you realizing that you always had the power. You have the Magician card next to the Death card. You've always had the power to transform, okay? You're starting to realize that you have the ability to manifest those things that you want in your life, and that you can manifest, if you've come this far and created everything up to this point, then of course you're going to be able to move forward confidently and know that you're going to be fully supported, and know that you're able to bring in all the other blessings that you're wanting to create in your life. And the universe is bringing that for you, okay? This is time of luck for you as well. As you're breaking free of your past, you're breaking free of old thinking, all right? And you're breaking free of relationships that aren't serving you, that aren't in your highest good, that really don't do you any justice, because you are the Empress. So know your worth. This is about you knowing your worth. You're no longer estranged within yourself. You know who you are as a problem. I'm sorry. You know who you are as a person, as a problem. That didn't make any sense. But you know who you are as a person. Okay? And you're loving yourself more. There's self-love. All right? And as you do so, those people, places, and situations that aren't in your highest good are falling away. They no longer suit you. All right? They're not meant for you. You have the King of Swords coming up underneath the Empress. So this also talks about, this is where I was saying for some of you, it's about a partner, somebody that you have an interest in. Possibly some of you are dealing with a third-party situation. But there seems to be this conflict with this person. There seems to be an ending with somebody. All right? And it hurts. But know that even though it's almost like feeling some kind of betrayal. Now, for some of you, I feel you're the one that's taking the stand. And I really truly feel that this person that you are moving away from, because I feel some of you are breaking free and you've set these boundaries. I really feel that this person is feeling quite betrayed at the moment. All right, if this isn't you, I feel the other person is feeling that. Okay, and they don't know how to express emotion the way that you do. They're holding back, okay, from speaking their truth. And let's get a clarifying card for the King of Swords. So, asking for clarity for the King of Swords. Why do we have the King of Swords here? Yeah, I feel this is about him. You know, this situation is holding you back. It's almost like it's codependency. It feels like a very codependent situation. But I feel that this person that you're dealing with also is feeling very tied down by responsibility almost, okay? Tell me why the Ten of Swords is here. Tell me why the Ten of Swords is here. It's reading for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for June 30th to July 6th. Tell me why. Ten of Swords is here. Yeah, it's about breaking free of codependency. It's, you know, and I also get the sense and feeling that it's like hitting a brick wall. The communication right now is just not the way that you'd hoped. Somebody's being very stubborn and unwilling to speak, okay? This is about you breaking free, becoming independent, walking away. You know, it's almost like after this betrayal, you're just moving on. You're just letting this go, because it's like you needed to gain some independence, because this is definitely a very codependent situation. But I also feel this person here is very codependent as well. They rely on you as much as you rely on them. You both rely on each other. But as you do this, your wishes are coming true. It's like you need to break free, because you have the Nine of Cups. All right? So as you... Tell me why the Nine of Cups is here. And the Nine of Cups is underneath the Magician. This is about, through these changes, you're gaining your independence and many opportunities are being presented to you. You're finding your place of happiness and joy. Many blessings are unfolding at this time, okay? Something about the Nine of Cups. Yeah, I mean, you're just going through a period of growth. And this period of growth is helping you to have your deepest desires and wishes fulfilled. All right? And this was very much ready. You're finding peace and contentment. It's been a period of growth. You have your wishes being fulfilled, because you've done the work. You've put in the work, and you're finding you're happy. So it's going to be an interesting week, okay? It's definitely a week of breaking free. Be careful of your words and your communication. You know, don't hurt people's feelings. Don't be judgmental. try to rise above and see things from a different perspective. I want to pull from this deck first, actually. Let's move these on to the side a little bit. Okay. Asking for messages of guidance for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Asking for messages of guidance for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Asking for messages of guidance for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this. It's like, let me show you the Isis card. This is Rising Sun, the Divine Solar Child Reborn. This is a time of rebirth for you, Earth signs. Then you have power over 7 Scorpions. It's like all that negative, and I do feel that there was a lot of negative for Earth signs, especially the first half of this year was really tough for you guys. And you're just, it's almost like you're going through a rebirth and an awakening, and you're just becoming so much more in a place of you're confident, you found self-love, your dreams and desires are unfolding, and you have the sun blessing you. Now, the sun is also connected to Archangel Michael, so I definitely feel that Michael is very much present and helping you. But there's so many blessings that are unfolding for you. You have power over 7 Scorpions. That means that all that lower vibrational energy, all the dark that you've been battling with up to this point is finally coming into balance. The light has conquered the darkness. You're solid on your feet. You're creating that foundation that you need. This is a beautiful reading. It really is, because you're breaking free of stagnancy. You're moving away from toxic situations and environments. You're coming into your own. You're feeling more confident. You love yourself more. You have blessings from the universe coming to you. You're overcoming obstacles and challenges. Seriously, what more could you want? You know what? And if a relationship has come to completion, it's fine. It doesn't mean that you're going to be alone. There's somebody better for you. All right. And know that you're never on your own. There's always, you have your guides, your angels. You're never on your own. Okay. And know that the right partner will come in divine time. All right. So let's just pull another guidance card. Focusing on daily guidance, weekly guidance message, for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo for the week of June 30th to July 6th. Asking for a message of guidance for Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo from June 30th to July 6th. Be kind, compassionate, and gentle with yourself this week. Surround yourself with people who are happy, optimistic, kind, compassionate, and loving. Remove yourself from harsh situations and environments. All right, bring it. You have the deer spirit, and this is about you bringing a gentle touch. Okay, you need to focus on self-care and self-love this week. Don't get into combative energy. It's time for you to just sing your own song. You have a canary spirit. Be with you. Love yourself this week. You should love yourself every day, but just focus on self-love, self-compassion, and gain your independence. Don't stay in situations because you think you're going to be alone. You'll never be alone. And lastly, you have dream the world into being, the lizard spirit. What is it that you truly desire? You're in a place of rebirth right now, and so you have a blank canvas. what are you going to paint on that canvas? What is it that you desire to create? You know, make your wishes, talk to your angels and guides, and know that you have the ability as the magician to manifest. You have all the tools that you need to manifest your desires. So I'm truly wishing you a blessed and beautiful week ahead. Thank you for those who have subscribed to my channel and who give me a like. I'm asking for those of you who are new, please give me a like, give me a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. You know, it's a new channel, so I've been trying to get myself out there. I would really appreciate your love and support. And to let you know that you can also find me on Facebook at Dee Grewal, Psychic Medium and Angelic Channel, as well as on Instagram at the Angels of Alchemy. And you can visit my website at healingwithheaven.com. So have a wonderfully blessed week. God bless. Namaste.